Hello, welcome to Board Games with Niramas. I'm Joseph or Niramas, and I'm here today to take a look at the new expansion on Kickstarter for Anachrony, one of my favorite games of all time. Anachrony Fractures of Time expansion. Now, we had an expansion earlier on that was sort of the miniatures for the game, but now there's also this big box, really cool stuff for Anachrony. Sorry for my voice being a bit rough here, because I've been through GotCon for 2 days, talked to a lot of people, had a lot of voice around, all the voices around you, and you really need to raise your voice when you're talking to people and when you're making videos and all that. There's some videos coming from GotCon in a few days. But first of all, now we want to talk about Anachrony, and I haven't backed this yet. I think I will. I have 16 days to decide. The thing is, I didn't really feel like Anachrony needed an expansion, if I'm going to be perfectly honest. Because for me, expansions are always fun. But for me, I still haven't played sort of all the stuff that is in the base game. There's so many modules. I have the expansion, of course, with the figures. I am just about actually to make a solo playthrough of the base game. It's something I've been wanting to do for a long time. For some reason, it just hasn't been done. Every time I'm thinking about it, something else comes up. But I'm about to do that as well. So that will come in the near future here as a solo playthrough. I think the game is really good in solo mode. But yeah, anyhow, I haven't decided yet, but let's check it out. So we have a new faction, which is the Path of Unity. And we have the pledge levels here. So $45 is for the Fractures of Time expansion and the stretch goals, plus shipping, of course. This is probably one I will go for. And then we have the Infinity Upgrade Pack. If you back the original Kickstarter, which I didn't do, I bought it retail, then you could go for this one. And then we have, we have the Anachrony Infinity Box, which is the base game. It's all the modules, it's the exosuits. Wow, there's a lot of stuff. I kind of wish I had the Kickstarter edition, because I think it has some stuff that I don't have in the retail. Like, I don't have like an insert in my copy. That would be kind of cool to have. Yeah, so here we have, first of all, we have a Man vs. Meeple video here. That one I haven't checked out, actually. I should do that. Then we have some, from some content creators, some interesting stuff here about the new path, the new faction, and the new valley. What's it called? The Amythiania Valley. That sort of has some organic, from what I understand, some organic neutronium that you can pick up from here. And the main thing, the new thing that I think is really cool in this expansion is flux and blinking, as they describe it here. So as the little video here shows us as well, you can blink around. Blinking for me, I'm thinking about I always play the mage in World of Warcraft, and you have this skill called blink where you teleport it. I guess this is the same thing. You blink somewhere, but this is so cool. I mean, it's a worker placement game where your worker can actually move around and do something else. You can blink once, and then the worker comes home, but the suit stays, and you get to do the action that you blink to. And also, when you leave your spot, it's open up for someone else, or for yourself to go there once again in the same turn. That's really cool. I think, and from what I understand, they also sort of compensated for this, so that the game is a bit shorter in amount of turns, but at the same time, you will get a lot of things done, because you can do more than one thing with each worker every round, or each, exosuit that you're in. So that's really cool. But you also have this fracture device, as they show here, which means that when you do a blink, you also risk getting a glitch. And the glitch can go into different kinds of systems, even in the parts that come from the base game. So like the endgame goals could be glitched for you, so you can't score them. And then you need to spend like an action, send a worker out to sort of fix the glitch. So I like that. It's in the theme of the Anachrony game, of course. Sort of like with the warp tiles, they create paradoxes that could lead to what are they called? Anomalies. And it's in the same sort of theme, in the same spirit, that you get a benefit, but there's a risk with it. And if you don't take care of it, then you might end up, losing points in the end. You might end up getting a bad result instead of the positive result that you wanted from that blinking. So the part of Unity here looks really cool as well. I really like the artwork. I mean, for the base game, for the whole game, I think this game looks beautiful. It's one of my favorite games when it comes to artwork, actually. Just the box and the components and these exosuits, they are so great. And here we have the new one, the Paladin. This is for the new faction. I think it looks awesome. I think it's so cool how you put your workers, your little cardboard workers, in the exosuit, in the plastic mini, and then they go out on the map and do worker placement. I think that's such a cool thing, and I love how the workers have different abilities. They are better at doing certain things, and the genius can do everything. There's also a new worker in this one, where I forgot what they were called. It's probably here on the page somewhere. But they sort of work like a genius, but they also can go into this module you have for the blinking, the fracture device. They can sort of do work in here as well. They show them there. Yeah, you can check that out. Also, this is really cool. It's a new revised solo mode. I just spoke about how much I love the solo in this game, and I will do a solo playthrough of the base game. Of course, I will do it of this one as well once it comes out when I backed it and all that. But yeah, it's going to be the Chronobot, which is really good in itself. It's going to be double-sided, and we're going to get the Chronosus. So that's going to be, it says here that it's less randomness. You did roll a die in the base game to determine what action the Chronobot will do. I didn't mind that at all. But now it's obviously going to be more complex iteration of the Chronobot. Sort of, it simulates passing better, customizable difficulty levels. That's something I like, and it will use the flux and blink mechanism, which is really cool. So it's compatible with Fractures of Time expansion, and you can also play it with the Doomsday and the Pioneers of New Earth modules. The old the existing Chronobot you can only play with the base game. You can't have the Doomsday module in and so on. The rules are here as well, provisional rulebook, and also here we have some videos. I can really recommend this one here with Antlab Games. I checked that out in full. Really enjoy that playthrough. I always like their playthroughs, so I can always recommend these guys. They do such a good work, in making content. Rado did a good rundown as well. He just shows a bit of it. I haven't checked out Slicker Drips yet, but he usually do very good stuff as well. So go check those guys out, because sadly I couldn't do one myself. Then we have the pledge levels here, and I really like how they did this. What to pledge if you need all content. So here you can see easily, okay, you don't have anything, let's do the Infinity Box, right? In my case, it would be I have the retail base box and the Exosuit Commander Pack. I should do the Infinity Upgrade Pack, obviously. Oh, okay, I should do that. Wait, what is... Let's see, I have to check that again then. Infinity Upgrade Pack is recommended for me. And okay, so that gets me... Oh, that gets me the plastic tray. Okay. And this is really cool as well. The printed plastic warp tiles. Wow, that's really cool. I have to show you that. There's a picture of it down here, where they actually made plastic warp tiles, because that is an issue in games like this. When you hold it, you're gonna hold them in your hand, right? And you're gonna reveal at the same time what you will warp in. And if you keep doing this, the cardboard will sort of, get messed up. But here they have printed plastic warp tiles. That's so cool, because those will hold, I guess, forever. And then you also have here's the new stuff with the flux. That's cool as well. So 10 for each part. Yeah, I really want those. That might be just the reason why I'm back, if nothing else. And I do want to play this expansion as well. Here's some add-ons. The promo pack. Okay, that's cool. And then what's in the box is the base game. There's the base game stuff. And wow, I love these components. I love the resource cubes and the water drops. Wow, the components for this game is just awesome. The Doomsday module is really cool. And I love this Pioneers of New Earth. This is my favorite module, where you go out on an adventure. It feels a bit like Caverna, but this is even cooler. So, there's that one. Here's the miniatures. Really cool stuff. I wish I started painting these, but I'm so bad at painting because I don't have the patience really for it. But someday I want to get these painted. I spray painted everything black, but I have the Fractures of Time expansion, of course, here. And I think by now I convinced myself to do a backing. Here's the stretch goals. So So, okay, so we have energy source upgrades. Metallic paint on box, that sounds like overkill for a board game. But why not? It's cool. Okay, so there's some stuff that will probably be, I mean, there's a lot of interest for this one. It's probably going to be opened here as well. High-tech timeline. Okay, water-rich timeline. And let's see, exclusivity. The Infinity Box are marked with exclusive badge. Okay. So they will only be on Kickstarter, I guess. 15% more of these. Okay. So basically you need to back it if you want to have all the stuff. Which makes sense for this game, I guess. And some shipping stuff and so on. Yeah, but that's basically it. I'm not going to go deeping into the rulebook, but if you want to, it's here. You can check out the sort of draft rulebook as well. I just wanted to do a quick overview of this one, and you know, as I did that, I just realized I have to back this one. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to be back in just a few minutes with another Kickstarter I want to check out. So stay tuned for that.